Today I will try to make a worst to best about the discography, the full-length albums of MARDUK, one of the most important black metal bands from Sweden. Personally, I'm not a great fan of them, but I like even more than their first period, especially the Legion period. There's also the question, who is the best period of MARDUK, with Legion or with MORTUS as their singer. Even that they had two other singers in the beginning. For example, the first singer was only for the EP, for the first EP and the first full-length album. The second and third album, they had another singer that was also the drummer of the band. And afterwards, from the fourth album and afterwards came from Heaven Shall Burn came Legion until World Funeral, and from their ninth album and until today they have the singer Mortus. Legion came to them from Ophthalmia, from the band Ophthalmia, and Mortus from Funeral Mist. In any case, another also question is if MARDUK is an SBM band or not. We know the whole this fighting with a DIFA, if they are Nazis, pro-Nazis, or they are not. The band, they are saying that they don't have any connection with these ideas, but they play with fire with some things. They play with fire. Maybe the whole story is about Morgan. Morgan is the leader of the band, the guitarist and the main guitarist and the leader of the band. We know that, if I'm not sure, he says that his grandfather was in a Swedish division of SS, and he speaks about these matters in many albums of him and of MARDUK. Okay, in any case, now I'm not going to speak about that, but especially about the music. They came also to Israel before some years to play. Okay. Before I will speak about the worst to best about their full-length albums, the 15 full-length albums of them, I have to say that they have also 6 EP albums of them, and also 6 live albums. From the EPs, I have 2 of them. Let's see them. For example, the first historical EP that is also very provocative about the cover art and the name of it, Fuck with Jesus, came out in 1991. And also this EP, Iron Dawn, with 3 songs, that these 3 songs, if I'm not sure, you cannot find them inside another album, full-length album. And now let's speak about their 15th albums of them, worst to best. In my personal opinion, and I know that some people, they will not agree. In the 15th last place, I will put this album, World Funeral, came out in 2003, their 8th album of them, the last with Legion in the vocals. And the cover art, the original cover art is this. Okay, it's a good album, but not something special. They have a very good, a bad album? No, they don't have any bad album. But in my personal point of view, I will put this in the last place. Now, 14th place, their first debut full-length album of them, of 1992, Dark Endless. And in this album, they are a little bit more death metal. Black metal with some death metal elements in their music. In the 13th place, I will put their 12th album of them of 2012, Separate Sermon, and this is the album of Mortus period that I listen not so much, let's say. And now I'm continue. In the 12th place, their last album, their 15th last album of them, of 2023, Memento Mori. And yes, maybe I have to give to this album even more even more listening to be sure that this album has this place. In any case, I know that many people, they were very, very glad that this album came out because they didn't prefer the Victoria style of the album before. Okay. Now, and here many people will disagree with me. In the 11th place, I will put their 8th album of them of 1999. No, not 6th album of them, excuse me, 6th album of them of 1999, Panzer Division Marduk. And I know that many people, they like very much this album. The reason that I don't like it so much is because this is very monotonic in my point of view. Next place. In the 10th place, I will put their 9th album of them of 2004, Plank Angel. And this is the first album with Mortus as their singer. And now, 9th place, and also many people, they didn't like this album, but personally, I very much like this style of their mid-tempo of them. Victoria, their 14th album of them, came out in 2018. Okay, this is very mid-tempo, most of the songs here. Unfortunately, this is also the album with the most very, very pro Third Reich songs in their lyrics. In any case, like the music, I prefer this style of mid-tempo even more of Marduk. So people that didn't like Victoria, they liked Memento Mori more. 8th place now for me will come Wormwood, their 11th album of 2009. Here they have some doom elements in their style. 7th place, their 13th album of them of 2015, Front Swing, by the German name Front Swing, like Front Pink, Front Pink. In the style of Panzer Division Marduk, but I prefer it a little bit more. Now, 6th place, their 7th album of them, La Grande Danse Macabre, came out in 2001, if I'm not sure, and also this is the original cover art. 5th place, and from here, for me, they're the best albums of them, most favorite. The 3rd album of them of 1994, Opus Nocturne, and also I know that many people prefer it even in their first places. 4th place, their 10th album of them of 2007, yes, Romance, Rome 512. And now, 3rd place, their 5th album of them of 1998, Nightwing. A very, very so good album of them. 2nd place, Their second also album of them of 1993, Those of the Allied. So good this album. And in the first place, as you understand, their fourth album of them, and the first with Legion as their singer of 1996, Heaven Shall Burn, When We Are Gathered. So great album. With this album, I started to listen to Marduk. Also, the band from Germany, Heaven Shall Burn, the metalcore band, they took their name from this album. Great album. So this is about Marduk and their 15 full-length albums of them from Jerusalem and from Israel. Stay metal and stay heavy.